And then I can farm some more Feffoids. Yeah, get some more thyroid oil. I would go participate in the thing, the Fef waves, but by the way, this is where you can turn in your Sergeant Gutierrez. I'll pick some up so you guys can see. I'm just picking up some of these Black Shaw badges, 50 of them. I need to farm more. I'm running low. So I got 50 Black Shaw badges. And then just talk to Sergeant Gutierrez. He'll give you 4 daily tokens for the badges. Here they are. So he wants the 50 badges, so just drop them in there. Maybe it works. There it goes. And I got 4 daily tokens for that. So now we have 5. 1 from the clear in the cave, and then 4 from him. And right outside the Port Fury, there's a bunch of Feffoid right there. I think these guys do stab, cut, impact, and cold damage. Probably mostly cold damage, I would assume. Somebody's crafting a breer. Expensive clicks. Yeah, I think it's like 20 ped per click for the Abrir laser sight. I just saw this guy got like a 200 ped global Dimitri. Apparently that BP though has a lot of pop potential. Very tempting to craft. Probably would have to do like to be realistic, clicking that BP just to get like have chance to get an all-time high. We probably have to do like 1,000 ped run on that. I'm considering it. Nib up, nib down. Bell's here. What's going on, Bell? You was set offline, maybe that's why. Offline what? Oh, you're setting. So you guys should link up. Not necessarily you should buy it, I'm saying like link up, check it out. It was Junie selling an armor set Ghost. If you guys are interested in that. Potentially cheap. Might be a good deal for you guys. Usually if you see this mob hitting, I know it looks like electric. It's not electric, it's cold damage. That cloud of coldness that comes out of him. The Feffoids do that too. It's a nice indicator for cold damage. Too bad all the mobs don't have indicators telling you what type of damage they're doing. Beck sucks. This is Feffoid. You know that. I like Feffox too though. A lot of huff potential there. potential. Same with levies and prots. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just saying that it could just be like any mob in the game. I don't know. Maybe every mob has Hoff potential. Not really. Punies probably don't. But I'm saying like mobs with more HP, bigger HP have Hoff potential. But I question the mobs that are on the other planets. It's probably just because they're not farmed as much. I don't mean to be all theoretical, but I feel like mobs have some kind of a pool, like a loot pool, for that category of mobs. That's why we see a lot of Levy Hoffs and a lot of Proteron Hoffs, because those pools are being cycled so much that it enables the opportunity, the potential for a Hoff. When I say Hoff, I'm actually referring to like all-time high, by the way. Yes, Hoffs are in general are important. And this can kind of sort of be confirmed, where is it? Here? That one? The Uber Matrix. If you type in any mob there, it'll tell you the frequency of the Ubers. I don't know exactly what they consider an Uber. Uber loot. Maybe something like 4-digit and up, 1,000 fed and up. That would make sense to me. Anything that's beyond the standard global. But then there's also other interesting fact. Wow, so Naomi's also, oh no, that's a warlock. Abrir, still Dimitri, he got another 200 petter. He might hit something big. Kind of sort of keeping an eye out. He's actively clicking the Abrirs right now. Dimitri. You may also keep an eye on this. He might make it in here. Construction, a lot of explosive projectiles. I'll just check that. He might pop up in there. I'm just kind of curious. If he doesn't hit the Uber, I guess it'll be fair game for anybody to hit it. He might hit it though. We'll see. I don't know. We throw around a lot of theories. That's all they are. It's just theories. Marley likes to come in here and debunk them all and say that they're all the theories are nonsense. She might be right, man. I like that theory too. The theory that all the theories are nonsense. It's good too. Just throw all that stuff out the window and just say RNG. It's all a random number. But there are some things that are not really theory per se. Or maybe they are, you could say to each his own, right? But Martingale, that's fascinating stuff. I know it's interesting stuff. And the I guess that term probably comes from like a gambling community. Or I really had applies to anything that involves like placing any form of a bet. And that bet can be like, technically whenever I kill this mob, I'm placing a bet. My bet is the decay on my sword. I take the decay, and I'm betting that I'm gonna get the global. I'm placing my bet, saying that I'm gonna get global. Every time I don't get that global, based on Martingale, and I try again. Every time I try again, technically, my odds are increasing every time I repeat the process. It gets closer and closer to that global, even if it means killing like 1,000, 10,000 Feffoids, whatever. The potential for that global is increasing every time I kill one, and it's like an invisible percentage. Basically, you don't see it, nobody sees the percentage, but it exists. That's kind of like the thing behind Martingale. Your odds of winning are increasing, and then also Martingale says double your bet, basically. Do you play like a casino? Maybe you have animal looter or blackjack looter? I do have animal looter, actually. I think these might be mutants though. I don't know why I don't have my skill tracker up. There it is. Must have accidentally closed it. Yeah, I'm getting mutant looter right now from these guys. Play like a casino? Sure. Or at least have, I wouldn't say that, but at least have like some kind of casino logic. It's just a different way of looking at it, different way of framing it. I mean, sure, I could frame it as, okay, it's just an MMO. I'm just killing these mobs. But the reality is there's pet involved. And the reality is I'm paying to kill these mobs. I just got a 20, 26, 27 pet right there. So I'm investing. I'm depositing every time not depositing, but I'm depositing a little bit of decay every time I kill one of these. Adjusted resto better than armor. In this case right now, Bell or Raw. Yes, that is the case. Adjusted resto right now is better than armor. Adjusted resto is like, it's not free, but it's pretty close to it. It's pretty cheap to heal with that thing. It's basically free heals compared to like everything else out there. Unless you have like 300, 400, 500 HP and you're taking on like massive like mobs that do a lot of DPS, then you can do better with like an improved or perfected resto chip. Perfected would be the best, but I feel like you also need the HP for that. Because if you have like 100 HP and you keep spamming the modified resto, it's gonna end up costing you a lot more than you would with the adjusted resto. Because you just be overhealing every time. Unless you're killing like big mobs constantly that hits you hard. Possibly even you don't even need armor, possibly. Then you go get critted. Something else that's also a big factor for HP. Having that HP so that when you do get critted. I know they're all chasing me. Kinda cool. I gotta go repair my sword, that's why I'm going back. Still alive. Oh, I ran too far. Oh, trying to get in there. Armor reverse restoration chip? Yeah, absolutely. Depends on the amount of damage that I'm taking. If I'm taking like so much damage that that adjusted restoration may not even save me,